It's so important that when we interpret the Bible, we use good common sense and just reasoning. Some of the comments that I get on some of my posts make me shake my head. I mean, I just did one recently about why Protestants don't follow the papacy, and gave the argument about the Greek. And someone responded in the comments and they said, I thought this was already debunked. Jesus actually spoke in Aramaic. Okay. Well, number one, who is Matthew? Matthew, we referred to Matthew 16 in that post. Matthew was a disciple of Jesus. Matthew was the author of the Gospel of Matthew. Matthew was an eyewitness to what is recorded in Matthew 16 when Jesus gave that great statement that he would build his church upon the revelation that he was the Christ, the Son of the living God. So Matthew was a disciple of Jesus. Matthew is the author of the Gospel of Matthew. Matthew was an eyewitness to what happened. And Matthew wrote his Gospel in Greek. So it's important not to be surface level in our thinking, to understand history, to have advanced degrees is wonderful, to research is wonderful, but at some point we have to not abandon just plain good common sense reasoning. Paul wrote to Timothy and he said, study to show yourself approved, a workman that does not need to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. It's possible to wrongly divide the scripture, to wrongly interpret the scriptures. So one of the ways that we ensure that we don't wrongly interpret the scripture is to just use good common sense. To look at what's being said in the context it's being said, read plain statements as plain statements. I've seen some people get into such, symbolism that Jesus walked on the water and the waters represented the chaos of the unknown, and the chaos of the unknown was born. It's good night. I mean, you can get into just crazyville so quickly when you don't just take a plain reading of the text. There are parables, there are visions in prophetic books, things like that. Obviously, we got to, look a little below the surface in those. I grant you that. But when Jesus makes a plain statement and the eyewitness to the account makes a plain statement and uses two different Greek words to describe two different things, he's just saying what he's saying. So don't abandon common sense. Don't abandon just good, straightforward logic when you read the Bible.